Hi everybody, this is Jessica from Truth at Home, and this week I'm going to be working on a project, a home cleaning and organizing project in my closet. So my kids are at Vacation Bible School this week, and I thought this is the perfect time to work on organizing a space that I have not had time to work on, and it just gets messier and messier. Why don't I bring you along on a journey with me as I work on cleaning up different areas of my home to show you how I do it. Okay, so I have my closet open, and I'm just going to show you kind of a top to bottom view here. As you can see, we have a bag and some shoes on the floor, filing cabinet on the right. We have my husband's clothes in this section, and we have my clothes in the other part. I have more clothes than he does because I have some maternity clothes in addition to my regular clothes. Over here, I have some bags, some hats, miscellaneous other stuff. Oh, by the way, those two little buckets have food in them. So I think they're pinto beans. And shoes and 2 diaper bags and a box and my husband's boots again. And this little area up here, this chest, we also have extra food. I think it's mainly beans and rice that we've stored for just whenever we might need it. Okay, so let me get this area over here. And you can see that we do not have that much space in this little walk-in closet because we live in a manufactured home. First, I'm going to take a look at the problem that I want to solve in my closet. So I'm going to assess the situation. What is it that I want to have done here in this closet? What is a problem? And I've noticed that the problem, as you saw in that video clip that I just showed you, is that there is just too much stuff in the way so that you cannot get to your clothes very easily. So I'm going to be looking through all those bags and shoes and boxes, and I'm going to see if there's anything that either I can get rid of or that I can just organize in a different way to make it fit better. I'll probably be going over the shelves to see if there's any other way I want to organize the things on top of the shelves. Maybe get rid of some stuff, we'll see. So come along with me this week as we figure out this problem and try to fix it. So I finally finished up the closet. It's the end of the week. I worked on it for 3 days. So I wasn't able to do it every day this week, but at 3 of the days this week, I was able to dedicate to that. And there's a few details that I didn't worry about yet. I figured, you know what, I'll get to those later. One of those is my filing cabinet. I didn't go through that. And I wanted to add some food, some extra beans, rice, whatever, to my storage down there, and I haven't done that yet. And there's some sewing projects that I really want to get finished. So there's some loose ends there, but generally speaking, that closet is well organized and much better than it used to be before. Thanks for joining me as I took you along on this closet organizing project, and I hope it gave you a few ideas. I would say that some tips for you would be, don't try to tackle something all in one day. If it's a small project, yes, but oftentimes bigger projects, if you break it up into several days and you just work on a section per day, it's so much more doable. And don't try to do everything in that area. I organized my closet, but I left a few things for later because I knew I just wouldn't have the time, for example, to go through that whole entire filing cabinet. That is another project in and of itself. My main goal this time was just to make space for us to be able to get into that closet and reach the stuff that we need to be able to get to without tripping over things. So I think that's another good tip. Have a goal in mind for what you're doing, because you can't do everything all at once. You know, what is your main goal for what you're trying to get done in this area? So my main goal was general organization of the closet to make it so that we had the space to get in there and get what we needed. Another day, I will go through the filing cabinet, and my goal for that day will be, or that week, will be to go through a drawer per day, probably, and just go through all that stuff. It actually would probably take me more than a week to go through that filing cabinet, honestly. If I was going to go through that filing cabinet, I'd probably want to do like 2 to 3 files per day, and it'd probably take me a few weeks. So I haven't yet found the motivation to go do that yet. Another thing that I'd like to say is that it's easier to do things as you go throughout your day. You know, so if you see something on the ground, pick it up and put it back. If you are getting out a file to put a bill away, maybe go through that file real quick. It'll only take a minute or two. Find the things that you can throw away from that file. And as you're going throughout your day, you're doing small, miniature, micro things to tidy this, tidy that. You're not turning it into something big. It's just as you go, you see something that can be picked up, you pick it up. You see something that can be switched from one place to another to make it, you know, easier to grab or whatever, you just do it real quick. And as you're doing that throughout your day, you're actually organizing your house in a way that is sustainable without having to do huge, big projects. So I think that's another thing I'd like to tack on. That's just a great tip. Just organize as you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'd like to do more videos where I show you how I organize things and do things around here in this double wide manufactured home of ours with a big family with 8 kids still living with us. All right, that's it for now. Bye.